let's start with this Xbox Live Gold
Oh,
and
jeez.
why it should go away. So, for those who don't know, Xbox announced, I think it was Friday, maybe it was Thursday, Xbox Live Gold would be doubling in price to from $60 a year to $120 a year. And that's, correct me if I'm wrong, that grants you multiplayer access on your Xbox, and you get a few free games per month, right?
Correct.
So no other competitor is priced that high. PlayStation, it's $60 a year, and you get games and you get online. Anyways, they got a massive backlash, and then they came back the same day and they said, "We messed up. We're sorry. We're bringing it back to the original price, and free-to-play games are now going to be free to play online." Uh, so people are actually getting more now. But I have to say, I feel like Xbox Live Gold needs to go away. It's a relic of its time. It makes a ton of money for Xbox, I get it, but now with Game Pass, I feel that they can do a much better value there. What do you guys think?
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason for Game Pass to just involve playing games on Xbox Live and all that crap, and then you're fine. You don't have to worry about all the other stuff. I don't understand why it's still a thing, except that it's people who are lazy and don't update their information are still signed up for it.
Yeah.
Are you guys signed up?
No,
I have the silver account. I've never paid for it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like always just kind of had it, but I feel like, not necessarily because I'm too lazy to take it down, but like some of the like wanting to keep it for my gamer tag, or like, occasionally I will go and play, stuff on Xbox Live. But the thing that like bothers me most about it is that, it was so easily, you see this happen, pretty often with gaming companies, like, oh, there's no easy way to do this, there's no on or off switch, and then they just fucking prove that there was. And I think that's dog shit. Like, for the consumer, for them to like push a button to raise price, oh, now we're dialing it back. Like, I think that's very off-putting. And second point is that, like, how does Microsoft manage to like mess up so many good things that they have going for themselves, like, for no reason? Like they're running out of feet to shoot.
Or feet to put in their mouths? What
Yeah.
was there a reason that went out of why they were increasing price?
no.
If I'm going conspiracy theory, it might have been a way to get more attention on it, and the fact that they were rolling back the requirement for the free to play games. Because otherwise, that would have just flown under the radar. But that's been something that's irritated people for a while, that they've had the pay requirement in order to access stuff like Netflix and free to play.
Wait, you needed gold to have access to Netflix?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Wow.
It was something that ticked people off for quite some time. Any of the stuff that was essentially free on any of the other systems, you always had to have that paywall.
And they wanted to
Yeah, like
charge more for this?
Yes.
yeah, games like Fortnite and shit, you had to pay in.
Yeah, and I think
Sony
that's like
and Nintendo, you don't have to, but you had to with Microsoft. Now they're rolling that back.
Right. But before the rollback, like if I want to watch YouTube on my Xbox, I would have to pay for that?
Yes. Pretty much anything that had to connect to the internet to do something, you had to have live for.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I that's weird.
I remember reading over the years and people always being irritated about that.
Yeah.
which is like, who doesn't have a smart TV nowadays? Like,
Hmm.
It's an old thing.
Yeah.
I remember when Xbox Live Gold was announced like over a decade ago, and even then to me it was wild of like, who would pay to play online when you can just go on a PC? Like, to me, I was still in the space that if I want to play with friends, I would go on my PC. That was just pretty much your only option. And I remember when I first, no, there was no play. You'd have to pay for a PlayStation Online for PlayStation 2, right?
PlayStation 2,
no.
no, it didn't have
PlayStation,
traditional
even PlayStation
online.
3 was free for the most part.
Okay, I was just because I stepped out of consoles for PC around that era. So when I came back to consoles, It was so weird because I wanted to play I think it was called Star Wars Galaxy. And I'm like, I'm going to play it on PS2. I'm going to buy a PS2. And then they're like, okay, well, you're going to have to buy, it was the fat PS2. So you have to buy the Ethernet adapter. I'm like, okay, well, that's another
I'm
charge.
sure it wasn't Battlefront.
It wasn't Battlefront. It was Galaxy. It was an MMO.
No, Galaxy, I don't think was on the PS2. I think that was PC only. Final
Uh,
Fantasy 11 was the big online one for the PS2.
Get wrecked, Jason.
excuse me if I don't have a perfect memory of my teenage years, sir.
Well, I mean, this is the crux of your whole story.
Okay, let's just say I was looking. I actually now this story doesn't make any sense. Hang on, let me look at this.
Oh, now you're just making stuff up, Jason. Great.
Yeah, really.
Let's say
Oh my
hypothetically.
fucking god! I made it to the checkpoint.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
So we all know it's a hard, frustrating game.
Good though.
Great.
Yeah, Galaxies was only on Windows.
Okay, so let's just say hypothetically there was a game I was looking at that was exciting. I don't remember what it was, but it was an MMO. I swear that Galaxy was available on the PS2. I'm gonna have to look more into this.
No, the PS2 was pretty limited in terms of the online games that it had.
Yeah, you can swear all you want. It doesn't mean it's gonna
Wait,
happen.
wait. I think I have
A boner.
potentially.
I'm gonna lean towards Battlefront, is what you're thinking
It
of.
was bad. That was the only online PS2 Star Wars game.
Okay, in 2002, LucasArts said both
Boss
Xbox
fight!
and PlayStation 2 would get a version of the game. However, both versions were canceled. Okay, so I was looking. This makes sense again. I was looking into getting it, and I was like, okay, I have to buy an adapter. So I'm buying a PlayStation 2, so that's expensive. And then I have to buy an Ethernet adapter. I'm like, ugh. And then I have to buy the game. Well, that's normal, of course. But then I'm like, wait,
On the hard drive.
maybe I forgot about that part. But then I'm like, wait, this was also my introduction to MMOs. I'm like, I have to pay monthly just to play the game on top of buying the game. And then, fast forward 5-6 years, and then you've got the PlayStation Plus, Xbox Live Gold. I'm just like, this is so dumb. Why would anyone want to play multiplayer on consoles? And now here we are. And it's still happening.
Getting nickel and dimed.
Yeah.
I just don't understand, like, at this point, like, if we're getting to the point where the two are merging, Game Pass Ultimate and Xbox Live Gold, I wish they would just conjoin the two if they're going to do that, or make a decision, because it's not like they can't, like I said, just flip a switch and, migrate accounts, or figure out a way to, have users migrate their accounts anyways. Because, like, and it's weird too. I canceled Game Pass Ultimate at one point and then renewed my subscription, but I did like the dollar for 3 months. And so, like, I mean, it didn't bother me too much to miss out on those games that I wasn't playing anyways for a couple months, and then just get back into it for, the newer ones that came out. So
I think it's silly at this point that Xbox has two online services. They have Game Pass and they have Live Gold. A year or
They have
two,
more. They got Game Pass Ultimate. They got
they are
Game Pass
the masters of
PC.
marketing. Don't diss Xbox.
a confused buyer buys nothing.
Yeah. So a year or two ago, I'd forgive them because Game Pass was not proven. Remember, we're all like, oh, this is gonna sink. And now it's kind of turned the corner, and it's like, all right, Game Pass is cool. Game Pass is everybody loves Game Pass. Let's get Game Pass. And now you just got this massive flub with Xbox Live Gold. Now's the time. Put them together. Call it Game Pass, and if you want to charge more for some online BS, you call it Game Pass
It's all-
Plus.
It's almost like these companies aren't your friends. And they just care about money.
Why can't
Exactly.
we be friends?
Like, I don't understand why people don't see that.
Yeah,
They just keep drawing that line further and further, and people just keep going along with them.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I saw some of that thread going on Twitter, and then someone was like, "It's like they're out there to make money."
How dare they?
Yeah.
How dare they?
Fucking A. What a concept.
Any other thoughts on Xbox Live Gold in general before we move on to the next topic?
No, but this boss was a two-parter. It fooled me. But I beat him. Suck my ass. It's not three.
I've only ever heard you use that expression, and it sounds so much dirtier. Like it's like you've mashed up two vulgarities into a worse vulgarity. There's like suck my D or like kiss my ass, but no, you just suck my ass, which is just So much grosser.
But I mean, everybody talks about eating ass on social media anyway.
Do they? What social media do you follow?
All of it. All of it.
I have none of that in my social feed. And Sean, I follow Sean.
All right, we got another upgrade.
I don't think Sean's that vulgar online.
He's very.
I'm usually not.
There's Sean in
Yeah.
private, and then there's Sean on Twitter, which is like, how
Yeah.
do you do, fellow
Yeah, 'cause
gamers?
I-
Watch my video.
I'm not trying to get canceled.
He saves that for like Spawncast in here when he can tell his stories.
Even at
Yeah,
convention.
That's why I do podcasts, just so I could relax a bit more.